Oh, good. There's another uncleared dungeon now. Please go quickly and defeat them. No. What about the operations team, and why do you keep making us do the killing? Are there any other teams besides your team that can both subjugate and clean at the same time? Is the team even strong enough? We will also go there as soon as possible, so please do the subjugation first. If you can't do it, I'll just send another team. It looks like I overestimated Han Yubin. Fine. If you want me to go, I'll go. You're in my debt now. I'll be sure to get it all later. For the past week, I've been leaving all the tricky dungeons to Han Yubin. There's no better team to work with when you need to subjugate and sweep at the same time. Maybe it's because I went on vacation, but things feel a bit freer. Come to think of it, there hasn't been much overtime these days, right? With one team doing the work of two, our work is cut in half. Unlock conditions met. Dungeon Sweeper job satisfaction above 30. Acquired skill. Replica unlocked. You get to leave all the work you don't want to do to the others. And you get to order people, so it's good to be the team leader. Dad, I got your clothes ironed. Oh dear. I didn't even have to tell you to do it. The overalls are well ironed. Huh, my son. Starting today, you don't have to iron my clothes. Did you lose your job? Superintendent of Cleaning, Multidimension Management Association Park Gunte promoted to manager. Hey. Mr. Gunte is wearing a suit, he looks good. Haha. Thank you. You said you got promoted. Congratulations. What the hell do you want to do? TSK, held by the Command and Coordination Team's Operational Planning Room. Regular meetings of combat teams. Captain, do you really think this is reasonable? What's wrong with it? All the schedules of the combat team are coordinated with the cleaning team, that's what it means. What questions do you still ask me? Isn't the first priority of the association to eliminate the dungeon? I thought it was strange when that Kim Jun-woo guy became the head of the cleanup team. He stopped the combat team from wiping out the dungeon because the cleaning team was tired. And also cancelled the continuous operations on the grounds of affecting the progress of the extermination. No wonder the combat team's efficiency is getting lower and lower. I know that you are on the side of the cleaning team, Captain, but you shouldn't be like this. Don't you think about the hunters who are fighting desperately on the front line? Defeating the dungeon is definitely the most important, but you should also consider the schedule of the cleaning team, so as to resist the burdensome schedule together. The cleaning team is a team formed to clean the dungeon. Those schedules should be borne by them, right? Why should we care about their schedule? It's all the fault of that guy Kim Jun-woo. Even if there is a backer, the combat team cannot cooperate with the cleaning team's schedule. He's just a new young captain. At that time, I couldn't even imagine that the cleaning team would be treated like this. In short, this is the consequence of letting an incompetent guy be the captain. I know you guys are outraged by this, but I think you guys are kind of mean. You say Kim Jun-woo is an incompetent guy. Combat efficiency is getting lower and lower. Didn't you guys read this week's combat report? Kim Min-ju has grown up. Do you think because you are sitting with us now, and your status is the same as ours? A full 30. More dungeons were wiped out this week than last month. This value is equivalent to the performance of the closing season. Even so, you say they are less efficient. Do you mean that you can do this kind of work by yourselves? Hey, Kim Min-ju. You're really losing your sense of proportion. I haven't finished yet, Captain Lee Soo-young. There were 100 dungeons that were wiped out this week alone. But how many dungeons caused controversy? There is no need to think about it at all, because there is none. No recorded accidents. It is not the closing season, and we were able to improve our performance by 30 compared to usual. At the same time, the number of incidents received was 0. As soon as he became the captain, he achieved such good results and greatly improved his efficiency, but you said he was incompetent. It's ridiculous. I understand that the captains are dissatisfied. But the association does not just contain combat teams. They are all teams of the same organization, so what's the problem with cooperating in combat? In short, I don't accept this schedule. You will only grow to appreciate it when we are no longer here. If the original plan must be carried out, then Captain Kim Min-ju will participate in the battle alone. What? Why are you so unreasonable? This proposal is good. Since you like the cleaning team so much, you can fit in with their schedule yourself. Our team will not participate in next week's battle. I heard that next week the loop dungeon will also be opened. You can now enjoy the fruits of the loop dungeon alone. Our 5th combat team will also withdraw from combat. Our 8th combat team will also quit. Well, we'll take our leave for now. Anyway, wish you luck. Sorry to interrupt everyone's meeting. Command and Coordination Team Agent Huang Donghui. A call from the Country B branch said they wanted to talk to Captain Katsu. Country B branch. Yes, I am. No, the minister is not here. It's hard to say. We have people who are responsible for adjusting the combat schedule, so I can't make a decision on my own. Ah, then I will give you his contact information, you can contact him. Okay, bye. What's the matter? Why did the branch of Country B suddenly call? This time the loop dungeon, they want to conduct a joint operation with our headquarters, so I called and asked if there was a combat team available. Then I had to let the 2nd combat team participate. What's wrong with you guys? Hearing that the branch of Country B is going to participate in the battle, you suddenly became interested in the battle schedule, right? Of course, according to the agreement, let the combat team 2 participate in the battle. But the loop dungeon is hard to destroy after all. Do we need a person in charge of combat planning? This is another attempt to intervene. Why does this man keep doing this? You are right. Then let Captain Kim Jun-woo be in charge of this operation. Well, that's pretty much enough chatting about that matter. That's it for the regular meeting. What, have you just wiped out the monsters? As a former international hunter, it's so hard to deal with blue-level dungeons. I'm speechless. That is something that needs to be considered during the interview, and killing monsters in actual combat is the top priority. How can you kill monsters inefficiently for the convenience of cleaning the dungeon? The first priority of the association is to wipe out the dungeons. What? Aren't you on the side of the cleaning team? What about you and me during the battle? It's a tough situation for everyone. I thought he only favored the cleanup team, what a surprise. You haven't eaten yet, have you? Is he inviting me to dinner? Then you finish the previous cleaning work that you have left before going to eat. Let me punch him in the face. Get off me. Bean, I just came here to help you, but I'm sorry, I received an urgent call and have to go out now. Okay, I can talk now. What is the branch in Country B calling me for? I heard that this time a loop dungeon will be opened in City A. You also know that loop dungeons are not common in foreign countries, so I want to propose joint operations, therefore, it is difficult for foreign associations to accumulate relevant experience. But Mr. Pien gave me your contact information and said that we need to discuss this matter with you. It will return to the special dungeon at the time point before the extermination if the boss-level monsters are not destroyed according to the specific conditions, and it's an infinite loop. In other words, before the conditions for extermination are met at the same time, it is possible to wipe out the same dungeon countless times. Even in my previous life, in order to destroy this loop dungeon, I repeatedly eliminated the dungeon about 100 times. It was hell. It is something for which we are very grateful. So they offered to join forces with us. No wonder. These guys are still jerks. Before regression, the Country B branch also contacted me. The branch of Country B who participated in the battle on the grounds of needing experience. The Time Stone, an item that can only appear in the loop dungeon, was secretly transferred to Country B. Because the props that could strengthen the association's status were taken away. The headquarters naturally became a mess. At that time, I was also scolded miserably by the president of the association. Operational planning and management are all in the charge of City A headquarters. But we only got little profit. At that time, it was because I didn't know their purpose that I was deceived. Now that I know it well, I have no reason to accept this offer. Thanks for your offer. Thinking about it, I'm still very angry. We intend to proceed with this operation on our own. He turned down my offer. Well, of course, you're going to be a little overwhelmed when you're suddenly offered joint operations. We intend to sponsor the costs of this operation. We can also send money to your personal account if you prefer. They want to give me money. They never mentioned such a condition in my previous lives. Really, I can't believe they're here to please a cleaner. You're trying to give me a little money to please me. Even someone as arrogant as him falls in the face of money. Is 1 million enough? A large amount of money that is equivalent to 1.2 billion won, which is more than I imagined. Should I take this opportunity? Idiot apprentice. Teacher, you didn't pick up my calls, so I will send you a text message. It's about joining the dungeon next week. Because the other team leaders refuse to participate in the battle. Only our team will participate in the loop dungeon next week. We have decided to let you be the general manager. Fortunately, the branch of Country B wants to fight with us. So I feel that this battle can still go on if we think of a way. If you see the message, please contact me. Fortunately, the branch of Country B wants to fight with us, so I feel that this battle can still go on if we think of a way. If you see the message, please contact me. The captains of the other combat teams refused to participate in the battle, so the second combat team participated in the loop dungeon mission alone. Moreover, I am actually the person in charge of this operation. Regular meeting. Good. Let's join forces then. But there is a problem. After all, it is a loop dungeon, so I hope that the cleanup team can also fight together. But we have a limited budget and it's difficult to send someone from the cleaning team. Don't worry about that. We just happen to have a new cleaning team present. Thank you then, we'll see you soon. Well, next week's cleaning work will be postponed first, and then I and the 6th cleaning team will be able to participate in the battle. This. Can Han Yubin participate in the battle? A week later, on the day of the joint operation with the U.S. branch. For some reason, the atmosphere is more solemn than during the joint operation. The meeting has already been going on for hours. Joint operations with other associations are not common. The subjugation rules and battle methods are different, so the pre-meeting is important. In addition, Loop Dungeon is a place where even skilled hunters struggle, so they must be more nervous if the subjugation conditions are not met. You will be locked up without any commitment. Then will you be locked up for the rest of your life? Well, I can't say for sure. Hey, why are you frightening and fussing from the start? If you're so scared, how would you be able to work properly? And there are people from the American branch too, so what's going to happen? I don't know what those guys from the US branch are going to do. Well, I said it as just a joke. There was also a hunter who went crazy after repeating the loop 1,400 times. There is no doubt that it is a dangerous dungeon. This is a dungeon which I attacked in my previous life, so I know the subjugation conditions. But that is only when there is no information. That said, if I know the conditions that the US control team didn't know, it would only raise suspicion. Kim Min-ju also needs to gain experience as a leader. So I would leave the subjugation to her. Why didn't you tell me? There was a joint operation with the US branch. If I had told you, you wouldn't have participated. What, are you two fighting? We should all watch fun things together. I'm so happy. I understand how you feel, but let's proceed without causing any problems anyway. Don't pick a fight with them. I think the other party would have started the argument, not me. You know. But it's not going to cause problems in official operations. You still don't know. Those are the last ones left. I'm worried because I don't know where Han Yubin will run. They must be up to something. If this operation is disrupted under the current circumstances, the operation team leaders will surely fall over the cleaning team. Didn't I say it's hard to build but easy to break down? I can't let you break down what you've built up. Nice to meet you, are you the cleaning team leader? I am Chloe from the support office. I am Jason, the control team leader. Ah, yes. Nice to meet you. I'm Kim Jun-woo. I heard that you are a competent person. You are also knowledgeable in dungeons. It's overrated. There's nothing to be humble about. Long time no see, Han. How are you? Yes, what Jason, you seem to be doing too well. Unfortunately. I'm relieved to hear that you're participating. You don't like participating in this operation, do you? I don't have to like it. What can I do, it's work. Yes, we need to distinguish between public and private affairs. I feel sorry for Angel. Did you take anything with you when you left? Nothing at all. Yes, I'll talk to you later. Then, I wish you well on this operation. Chloe, you take care of the time stone. It doesn't matter what you do. All right. In the meantime, I'll retrieve the file from her. Everyone, gather around. Let me give you a final briefing before entering the dungeon. Today's operational zone is a loop dungeon and a double zone dungeon, with a total of 2 bosses. Although there are not many participants, I think there will be no problem with the power we have. If subjugated sequentially. Please find the subjugation conditions while conserving your physical strength as much as possible. We will proceed by clearing the conditions one by one according to the manual prepared by the U.S. branch. Then, we will begin the operation. Cheer up, everyone. This is the last round. 3 hours into operation. Yes. Inherent skill 1000 hand sight sound. Sir. We've dealt with the first boss. Alright, at this pace, save your stamina and find the boss room. Han Sang-hyuk, how's the marking going? It's doing great. Don't just do it on the aisle, do it in the crossroads and in the rooms that have been explored. And don't forget to write down the time and number of loops when marking. Let's do it by division. So-yun checks the number of people and the status every time it loops. You can't disassemble the mob corpse, just incinerate it. Fall behind in cleaning if you do. Try to take care of it. And Han Yubin, please map the inside of the dungeon. Since you are a former operations team leader, this level should be enough. Well, yes, but isn't this the chief's job? What's important about who it is? Someone who can do it. I really want to hit him at least once. This is why I don't like quick-witted kids. Currently, Kim Min-ju's Operation Team 2 is proceeding with the subjugation. After that, the cleaning team has been cleaning as an attribute. The US branch is supporting the rear. From the outside, the subjugation seems to be going smoothly, but the problem is the guy named Jason. It feels weird that he's been looking at this side for a while. If the purpose was the time stone, there would be no time to worry about the cleaning team. Is there any other purpose? Well, I don't know. As long as I keep my eyes wide open, they will never be able to steal the time stone. Kim Min-ju, have you checked all the other rooms besides that one? Yes, I checked everything, even the aisle. Only one remains. Then. That's the boss room. If everyone is ready, let's go. Operation Team 2 here. We entered the boss room, but the boss is not here. Sir. Sir. The communication must be bad. Everyone, don't be nervous. Up. Everyone dodge. Ah. Fuck, I can't get a break. TSK. I need to take the operation file from him as soon as possible. That Kim Jun-woo, the cleaning team leader, is strange. I've got to think of a way to get away from him. Team leader Kim Min-ju, please tell us your progress in the dungeon. This is the second team. We are done. Ah. What happened? Ugh. What are these strange sounds? Let's go in. Ah. Deaths, casualties. Kim Min-ju. Ugh. The monster attacked us very quickly, we couldn't even resist. For the second team to clear the dungeon alone. I thought it would be easy, we had a setback because I was paying attention to the American branch and the timetable. Clear conditions not fulfilled. Loop dungeon destruction, failed. Loop in 5 seconds. Clear condition failed. The loop begins. Yoon Sung-il, Kim Kwang-hoo. I'm really sorry. The U.S. branch's behavior is also unexpected. There was an urgent task force meeting. As it was a dangerous situation, non-combat personnel, such as cleaning teams, were sent to the rear with the U.S. branch. Their mental and physical condition is not good. The problem is, Operation 2. In addition, Kim Min-ju's condition, who is the core of the team, is also not at her best. Even the youngest team leader recognized by the association would not be able to handle the death of a team member. I'd love to let you handle it for your own growth, but... Yes, teacher. Kim Min-ju. What are you thinking about? A way to give the monster the most pain. I'm glad it's a loop dungeon. I will loop over and over again to avenge them. Why are you looking at me like that? Can't you control yourself? Kim Min-jo 0. What you have to do now is not to get revenge, but to target dungeons. Are you trying to intimidate the rest of your team? Get a grip and analyze the situation cautiously. That's what you need to do as a leader now. Ah. Yes. Brief them on what they did. The first boss is the golem that emits a blue light, the second boss was a red-hot golem. Other than that, there was nothing special. So there's a reason why the two bosses emit different lights. Come to think of it, the system window came up and there was a blue light when it became a loop. You've never seen a red glow when it loops, have you? Then the second boss first. No, what if that blue light is a hint of loop? We have to destroy both monsters at the same time. Thank you, sir. Everyone, gather around. I'll give you a briefing. This time, we will divide into 2 teams and defeat both bosses at the same time. After the bosses appear, there will be no radio signal. So we'll finish the process after 20 minutes. Everyone is physically exhausted, but it will be enough if we join the US branch to kill the boss monsters. This time. Let's defeat the bosses without any casualties. Sir, will you be okay? Please place Han on our team. We don't have a near-point class right now, so it's hard to eradicate it in 20 minutes. More than anything, we both have experience in working together, everything should be fine. Yubeam's status as a hunter has been suspended. Furthermore, if I'm on the dispatch team alone, I'd rather have her be on my team. It doesn't matter to me. Since the situation has become like this. You're in no position to worry about others. Han Yubin is stronger than you. Forget it, just focus on the conquest for now. If you let your guard down, you will have the same accident as before. Come on, show your true colors, American branch. Get ready to back up. Using skills. Charging shot. Sigh. Oh, no. We don't have enough firepower. As expected, everyone is tired. Everyone, avoid it. Team leader. Teacher. Kim Min-ju, hold on to your sword well. You have to do it with your own hands. If you don't kill this monster, the rest of the team will be in danger. But I can't move my arms anymore. Kim Min-ju. You were practicing to strengthen your left arm, weren't you? As the team leader, you must protect your members. If it was Kim Min-ju before my regression, eliminating this dungeon will be impossible. But this is frail. Not Kim Min-ju before my regression. She is my student Kim Min-ju now. Awakening. Unique class. Gimch. I could not find the meaning of Gimch, but I saw when I searched it was a temple of some sort, so it might be related or not. If anyone knows what it means, please comment. So I can know too. She has become a perfect two-handed swordsman. Us Han Yubin sighed. Q. Hey, hasten. Don't you want to lend a hand? I almost died. Look, Han, we're all exhausted, so we can't help. There are 5 minutes left. Damn it, I know. They are all tired. I'm the only one who can do this. I feel like they've been saving my energy for a while. But I can't give up here. Using unique skill. Hyperpanic Berserker. Using unique skill. I have to finish it as soon as possible. LOL, you finally read the situation. Wake up when the skill has been maximized, the awakened hunter is given a unique class from that moment. It's easier said than done, but even among A ranks, there are very few who have awakened there. Unique skill. Well, even so, it's just a one-off attack, mostly. Kim Min-ju, I'm going to help you. Trust me, go and attack him. With your full strength now, you can cut him off at once. Rush at him quickly and attack him with your unique skill. Avalokiteshvara is a Buddhism word that means Lord who looks down with compassion. Yeah, I think we did it just in time. Hoff. Hoff. Phew. Are you okay? Well, I don't think I'm gonna die. Sword dance. The conditions have been met. Team leader. Are you okay? This is Operation Team 2 and Dispatch Team, do you copy? This is the Dispatch Team, thank you for your hard work on subjugation. There's nothing special here, so Operation Team 2, please leave the dungeon first. The Dispatch Team will first clean up then leave. Look at these bastards. As expected, that's how you're going to do it. I'll go and you guys go out first. Teacher. Skill activation. Replica. Replicates the skills of others for 1 minute. What are you doing? How dare you attack our team during the operation? Do you think the International Association will condone this? How will they know we killed you? Corpses cannot speak. Do you think the association would care if some cleaners died? I'll ask you one last time, Han, where's the operation file you ran away with? I have no idea what you're talking about. Dude, you made me use my unique skill on purpose. Well, I didn't expect you to say it so easily. I'll send you to your friend who left first. Don't forget to pass my regards. Skill activation. Replica. Thousand-handed guanine. What? I know you two don't get along. But why are you attacking your allies during operations? Since the conquest is over, let's go out and talk. You're gonna have to explain this situation properly. Don't you have morals? You should listen to people when they talk to you. Arg. I'm going to die. So what if 2 or 3 cleaners are killed? Shoot them. Skill. Necromancer. Gatling gun. Team leader. Is this okay? Do you want to allow a witness to live, you idiot? Well, that I agree. The International Association will not intervene just because some Korean sanitation cleaners are dead. But why are you doing it with my team? You punks. B ranks, 5 C ranks, and 2 D ranks. Well. He is crazy. There are also a few healers, wizards, and necromancers. Skill merge is also a good combination, but all of you are fighting from a long distance. Stance. I don't think it's balanced for an elite team, but I guess you didn't have enough budget. Ha. What are you going to do? Are you going to fight alone? Since you are loud, Han Yubin, please be quiet. Team leader Kim. Well, let's see. Chloe. I've been communicating with the rest of the team on the radio, so they'll be here soon. These 2 have just passed out, so don't worry. Whose side is this woman on? I'll give you a piece of advice as a senior. For example, a berserker class. Ha ha ha. Do you really believe in Han that much? I guess you don't know because you're a cleaner, but she can't fight for a few hours after using her unique skill once. Of course. It'll take at least a few more hours for her to recover. Do you think I can fight again after using my unique skill? No, it's not that simple. Skill activation. Replica. Replicates the skills of others for 1 minute. Duplicated from Han Yubin, Hyperpanic. Hyperpanic Berserker now. You're ready to get beaten up, right? Skill activation replica. Replicates the skills of others for 1 minute. Duplicated from Han Yu Vin Hyperpanic Berserker. Hyperpanic Berserker. You're ready to get beaten. Don't be scared. He's just a cleaner. Just don't let Jin Soo-hee interfere what's going on. I've never heard of a cleaner using skills. I just don't want Jin Soo to dig in. Just don't let Jin Soo-hee interfere. Skill Activation Replica. Replicate the skills of the Atalantic Golem. Skill. Polymorph. Changes the size or shape of the object. Target. Cleaning mop. Oh. Shall we start cleaning up the trash with the cleaner? Oh, my God. You idiots. Keep your ranks. Passive. Too much. As you use up your energy, all stats increase significantly. Replica, Hyperpanic Berserker. The energy consumption is converted to buff. Hyper Boost 1 counter. Replica This is this. Shut your mouth, idiot. Let's talk. Let's talk. Wait, hold on a second. Let's solve it. You like talking. You cannot use them without an understanding of all skills. No matter how many unique skills you clone, however, he was perfect from skill operation to linkage and application. Perfect judgment, overwhelming power. Leadership and control of the association as a cleaner. Read at nightscans.org. Ugh. Hold on. Do you think that the International Association will condone the matter? Do they have any idea if I killed you or if you were killed during the operation? Dead men can't talk. That's enough. If you were to go too far, Team Leader Kim, you too would be in danger. You know, if you mess with the International Association. Are you crazy? He is the head of the International Association's control team. What would the International Association do? If we tell them that the American branch tried to kill us? In order to get rid of them, we need to make sure that they cannot come back again. Now, then. What's left? Shall we deal with the rest now? Please give it to me. What do you mean? You know, the time stone that you've been hiding. Don't try to steal it again. Give it to me. What do you mean by again? This damn mouth. How can you? Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, if you hand over the time stone, I'll forget what happened here. Of course, I'll talk to Han Yubin about the file and discard it. Ugh. What do you want me to do, Jason? What? But. Are you sure you don't mind? I have understood. Okay, then. Now nothing happened here. Why did you make this happen? So. What the hell is that file? Oh, when your friend had an accident. When I was in the US branch, something happened. Yes, it is a file containing the circumstances that the conditions for sending support were sufficient at the time of the operation. So why did I promise to discard that important piece of evidence? They are too trashy. But how do you know about my friend? I heard it from Kim Min-ju. You told her when you were getting private lessons. Min-ju is a very nice person. She took care of us when we divided into groups. Here, this is the file that Jason was looking for. Is it okay if you give it to me? Anyway, it's something out of reach. As soon as I came to Korea, I contacted the media and asked the reporters. Everything didn't go well. It's a file with corruption in the U.S. branch of the International Society, which is a metaphor for breaking up corruption in the White House. Who wants to do it? There's a rumor that if you touch the international scene, you'll be killed without even knowing. Then I'll use this file. Well, whatever, Jason, he was clueless. He came here to get a useless file. You're going to use it. What the hell are you going to do with it? I know a reporter from Tora X. I've been hit in the back of the head by an American branch member before, and I still get a headache when it rains. I'm the type to pay back what I suffered. Where the hell did you get this file? Why, are you afraid now? There's a lot of work. I'm glad you're trying to lead me to my death. The ripples that began with a single file have grown dramatically. The operation that Han Yubin was in charge of in the past has been re-examined, and the investigation has begun again. As a result, Jason, head of the statistics team, was found to have embezzled various profits and dungeon revenues. Direct of the International Council-controlled team leader Hyanti. And U.S. branch Oasis. Applied for listing on the New York Stock Exchange. At the same time, he received a new type of martial law for causing internal strife in this line of operations. Governments in each country felt the seriousness of this incident. In addition, 19 hunters in the dispatch team were suspended due to the same reason. They are conducting a state investigation of their own hunter associations. Now my head won't hurt much on rainy days. Is this the second time I visited her? Teacher. Are you here? Yeah. How are you feeling? I've gotten a lot better. The procedure is good, too. How did the trial go? I think it'll work out. My attack was recognized as self-defense. That's a relief. The internal strife-causing person can be killed depending on the time, but this is nothing. Well, they did say it was excessive breaking his leg, seeing that it passed quietly, it seems that they are using their hand from the top. Anyway, the International Association is no longer available. They officially apologized to the Seoul headquarters at the press conference this morning. There is nothing I can do. It wasn't something I could have expected. You tried to make sure there were no problems. I've been in charge of operations of this magnitude, and there's been an accident. Other operations team leaders will try to bite you because they think it's time. Kim Min-ju and I may have to pack up in advance. Anyway, you're not going to work with that body, are you? What are you saying? Just read the message. This is an industrial accident receipt. Sooner or later, it will be paid to your salary account. I've taken care of your sick leave, so don't go to work, just take care of your condition. You are awake, so if you have time, please reapply for the ranking again. Can I really take this? What's wrong with you? If I were stronger, my team members wouldn't have died. None of this would have happened. Why are you blaming yourself for that? You did your best, and you became stronger. You did well. See. You should go right away. I will leave the hospital now. It's nothing special. Director Lee Dusik asked me to see him. Is there something wrong? I should get going. Go safely. What, you don't even look at me when I'm leaving. I'll let it slide because you are a patient. I see. I asked you to play on a big scale, but I didn't know it would be this big. Did you see the citizens' reactions? The popularity of the cleaning team is explosive. Country news has become strange. Everyone talks about the cleaning team. It's just about the cleaning team on the internet. Cleaning team again. The Korean cleaning team exposes the corruption of the US branch. How far is this crazy team going? What are you going to do about it? If I'm in the US branch, I'll never touch such crazy people. These days, it's just fun to see what the cleaning team is doing. Related articles are also pouring in. Association establishes 6 cleaning teams. A promising job with an average annual salary of 60 million won, dungeon cleaner. The average annual salary of the dungeon cleaner is over 60 million won. Dungeon cleaning team competition 10.1 or higher. You have unlocked the summoner class. Well, that's not bad. You have unlocked the priest class. Manager Lee, did you take care of what I asked? You mean compensation for the 2 hunters who died during this operation, right? Compensation for the bereaved families and funeral procedures were carried out without any problems. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It was unexpected that you came forward yourself. I heard that there would have been more casualties. What kind of crazy person would have faced the International Association branch in that situation? But I'm glad there's someone like you who doesn't cover the fire and water. Be more careful from now on. Everyone in the association is watching you. Certainly it does not suit me. I know a lot about monsters, but the relationship between humans is very complicated. It was bigger than I thought. Has the International Association put us under any pressure? Not yet. If it's not yet, it means they will do something in the future. The Board of Directors is calling for your dismissal before you are attacked by the International Association. Well, I've managed to stop them. I appreciate that. It's too early to thank me. I'm sure there'll be another time. Well, on the outside, that's true. Actually, the Board of Directors has been pushing for an agenda for a month. It has something to do with the International Association. In a situation where the entire Board of Directors is engaged and negotiating with international associations. You're the one who stopped it. You must have a lot of hate. I'm in a similar situation like you. I've been covering up for you for that. Now I'm completely hated by the board. You think it's a good thing when everyone's been looking at me badly. Anyway, this is the situation and you're going to have a lot of trouble in the future. Did you hear about the audit schedule for the next quarter? Yes, it shouldn't be a problem. It's too early to be relieved. I'm grateful that there's no problem at present. There are many people who made problems that were not even done before my regression. At that time I was in a position of doing that to others, and now I'm in a position of receiving it. I've been focusing on not making the problem bigger, but that's not enough now. You and I have to figure out how to survive now. So, can you help me? If you cooperate, I'll guarantee your association life. Are you interested in the position of general manager? Well, I don't deserve to be a team leader. I want to put it down right now. It's not an easy matter to think about even if it's you. Like I said, you have a lot of enemies now. It's not gonna be easy to handle alone. It would be better to stay as close as possible until the final decision of the board meeting, which I mentioned earlier. Because everyone is staring at you, cleaner. I'd like to hear what you're going to ask of me. It won't be difficult for you. Convince the president of the association to return to the association. You know, he has been hiding for 3 years. You know where the president of the association is, don't you? Meet him and persuade him. Why are you asking me to do that? Then who would do it? I knew there was such a rumor going around, but I didn't think anyone would really believe it. Is that why Lee Soo-young and Seo Min-cheol were obedient? Do they think I'm close to the associations? President. I think you're misunderstanding something. I have nothing to do with the president of the association. Huh? What? Is that true? You really have nothing to do with him. I must have let you down. Well, honestly, it's hard to say I wasn't. Then I can't ask you to persuade him. Does anyone else know about this besides me? No, It's the first time I'm talking about it. Would it be better to explain? No, leave it alone. It's gonna be a headache if the others find out. Then. I'm going to leave the next operation to Team Leader Kim Jun-woo. Does anyone have any objections? There isn't. I don't have one either. Then, let's wrap up this weekly meeting. The operations team leaders have changed their attitudes. Who? Internal strife during the conquest, corruption in American branches, conflicts with international associations. We're all taking care of ourselves because there's a big incident all at once. I'm worried about the future. Thank you. What's wrong with you? I finished my work well. The board was turned upside down because of this. Thanks to this, team leader Kim Jun-woo seems to have been firmly captured by the board of directors. Who do you spend a day or two working with? Hey, Hwang Dong-lee. How can we be safe when Kim Jun-woo is in the picture? If we're not lucky, we can all get together. It's not anyone else, it's team leader Kim Jun-woo. I'm holding on to the president of the association, so what's going on? If you're really holding on to the rope. Ha! Don't ever say this anywhere. Whispering. During the recruitment review, I spoke with the directors. They said they've never heard of the name Kim Jun-woo. Come on, I'm just saying. Maybe it's just that these two people don't know. It's not anyone else, it's Ko Eun-young and Song Chul-sik. After Lee Do-sik, in the association they are the two most powerful people. Does it make sense that they don't know someone who is the next in line to become the association's president? It's under your direct control. Doesn't it make sense to say that he does not have a direct connection with the president of the association? But there's no point of contact at all. No record of working in the industry until he joined the cleaning team. So, this is just my idea. Kim Jun-woo, that person is probably. Oh, my God. I left this file. Hee hee. I can't believe I made this mistake. Then, excuse me. Lee, since when has he been here? I don't know. Don't tell me he heard it all. So. Kim Jun-woo is not close to the association's president. Yes, I heard it clearly. How can I destroy this rat? So. Kim Jun-woo is not close to the president of the association. Soo-young, can you take responsibility for that? Copy of personnel record, family relation certificate, graduation certificate. I did a background check just in case, but as you can see it's very clean. There isn't a point of contact with the president of the association. It's true that Kim Jun-woo is a cleaner and has excellent skills, but isn't it strange to say he moves under the orders of the president of the association? This time, even though the International Association was involved, the president of the association still doesn't show his face. Yes, you have a point. So what have we been doing all this time? It looks like we were being played by a little cleaner. Soo-ah, do you know what happened at the general meeting a month ago? Yes. What are you talking about? They asked me about selling the Korean Association to the International Association. For sale. Are you saying that our association is being acquired by Lions Clubs International? Yes, Korea is the biggest independent association. Anyway, I was a little busy with that. Meeting executives from all over the country to get their consent. Wouldn't this be amazing if it really happened? Yes. Those who are about to retire can take their share and go out, while the rest of the executives and hunters will join the International Association. But the problem is that the president of the association is an old man. He handed over all his authority to Lee Do-sik and took to hiding in the end. It is said that the final sign should be Lee Do-sik. There's no way that patriotic person would sign it. So, without letting Lee Dusik know, I was making a deal with the International Association. If we agreed in advance, we could put more pressure on Lee Dusik. It was going well, but Kim Jun-woo started messing with the US branch. Everyone on the verge of getting out. Thanks to this, Song Cheol-sik and higher-ups are full of horns. If we can't deal with Kim Jun-woo like this, we'll end up on the street. Well, that I don't know, is it possible to sell the association without the chairman? It's possible. If Lee Dusik, who has full power, signs the final resolution. Well, I'd love to kick him out before then. Then, isn't it possible that the president of the association will take it back once he returns? Why would a human being who has left the world for 3 years return now? Even the executives don't know where that person is now. It's time to educate the cheaters. Anyway, it turns out that Kim Jun-woo does not have any connection to the president of the association. Cheol-sik Song 010 XXXX XXXX GHI ABC JKL Def MNO Do. What? Director, could you move up the audit that was scheduled for next quarter a little bit? Why all of a sudden? I have a way to deal with Kim Jun-woo. We will send you a report for the reference, right away. Really? Minchel, I trust you, but not only me but also the board of directors. You know that, right? Of course. Yes, I will do everything I can to help you, so give it a try. If this goes well, I'll leave a board seat empty for you. It's brutal. They're going to tear down the entire office. Do they usually inspect this hard? No, this time is particularly bad. Team leader, Kim Min-ju, is it true that you wrote the plan for the operation over the past few months? What? I asked if it was written by you. Yes, that's right. I heard someone else gave you some advice. That was literally just an advice. It wasn't long after I became the team leader, so I went around asking a lot of questions. That said, other team leaders have never advised team leader Kim Min-ju. More than anything, the plans are too similar. In many ways, that the circumstances are suspicious. Kim Min-ju, do you know how big of a sin proxy planning is, right? Yes. Look here. You were the project leader during this combined operation. You say you've just become a team leader, so how did you take on the role of leader of such a big operation? The operation team leaders declared a boycott of the operation. Boycott. Why did they do that? Well, I do not know. It seems they didn't like something. Even if I say it was a protest against the teacher managing all the subjugation schedules, it will only strengthen the proxy suspicion. I have already heard that part from other team leaders. They said that they were trying to protest Kim Jun-woo's arbitrary management of the head office's schedule. Kim Min-ju, are you close with Kim Jun-woo, the cleaner? The idea of the joint operation was an accident that occurred on a project where the first operation team leader was advised by a cleaner. It's not like that. That's it for today. We'll get back to you soon. How can I change it? All the conclusions are decided. This level of detail. This is like someone holding a knife. Support team, Hunter Management Office. Department Head, I-am Lee. During the last settlement season, you gave all the A-grade equipment to the operation team. What is the reason? Because it was a competition. Isn't it natural for a support team to support a team that is passionate about operations? That's true, but isn't the competition between two operation teams? Why did the support team, which had always remained neutral, join in? That's sharp. At that time, Operation 2 team was ranked second in the final calculation despite being outnumbered. Final settlement: first place Operation Team 1 to 55, second place Operation Team 2 to 25, third place Operation Team 3 to 24. If the support team hadn't given the equipments, would that performance have been possible? What do you want to say? I'm asking if it's a fraud.